Hello everyone, my name is Halo Run and welcome back to Stay Out. We're doing a small how do you get over the airport bridge video and into the airport. First you need a suit. Well, you don't actually need a suit, but it keeps you alive if you make any mistakes. You also need a mask, GP5 or GP7, or just slightly lower. Next you need regeneration food, because if you do hit anything, this will give you the chance to recover without needing meds, especially if it's your first time doing it. Couple of shockers here and there. These things move, so they're never in the same spot twice. But in a roundabout way, you can always get through them. Unless you get the rare case. There's been a few in the past. And normally, most people would go that way. But we go right through here. Ooh. He got himself an artifact. A stabilizer. Now I don't recommend going through here unless you've got a lot of meds and a lot of radiation or anti-radiation jabs. Now ordinarily, there's one or two around here, there's there, and we go straight through here. And usually, there's a small path right through here. Hopefully this records. Get shocked now. If you run right in there, you might get stunned at the same time. Make sure you jab yourself once. And this is where it gets exciting. If you are not wearing a suit, your radiation will get so high you can barely see. And that's a bad thing. But there's always generally a path through them. The zigzag. Like that. Just like that. See how I got stunned? And when you're stunned, you can't move. Then you watch out for the wind anomalies. Ooh. Make sure. There's usually a small path through here. And that was painful. Not as painful as my backside getting as shocked as it was. Now all this tends to move around, but generally you want to avoid this. If you hit this one, there's a good chance you're dead. Because the catapult, as it's called, does a ridiculous amount of damage, and if you get stun locked, you're completely buggered. I'm actually quite curious how the video is going to go with all the fuzz. Now, ordinarily, we just stop here, because it's much safer to do. And this is where I'll pause the video. Right, and we're back. You see, if you don't have over 3,000 points with the Omega clan, you can't go through here. And if you're one of those people like us that don't like going through here in general, well, there's another section just for that. We will show you what we call the fast way. Without the Omega Team thing, you kind of have to go down this way. Now, you need radiation jabs and regeneration food. If you don't have that, you will die. Because unless it's pure luck that the anomalies, which are called hazes, which you will see here, as this is also a good test to see if my PC can run this and record at the same time. First things first, suit up. Make sure you eat regeneration food. And that is called the haze, or as we call the butt mist, or if you will, hell. And if you're very unlucky, you'll die. That is why we have regeneration, because if you're very unlucky and you don't land just there and stop, it can easily kill you, especially if there's a haze here. It's always handy to have a bit of backup. Now this will start to become unseeable. Once your radiation hits somewhere like 400 roundabouts, no, 300, sorry. Was it around 400? You will lose all your food and water. You'll get, what was it now? Starvation. Which you've got to be careful of, because if you can't run, you're basically dead. Like running into those anomalies or artifacts. Yeah. That's why we have regeneration food. Because always a small little break or gap between the hazes. So when you find that gap, you just stop, wait. Yeah, past 400, then you get dehydration and you can't eat food. Can't drink. Well, you actually can drink, but you can't eat. It's always good to be in a team when you do this, because the first person goes forward, the other person waits next to that person. Phew. Phew. Finally out. And you generally want a few RadAways specifically for this. Now don't worry, if your radiation hits over 900, it'll stop at 999. You can't die from this. Well, as long as you've got regeneration food on, you're perfectly fine. Now it is pretty darn hard to see, but you get used to the idea of the colourless situation or the grain. Always make sure you throw rocks. It's very handy. Otherwise, if you can't see what's down there. That also helps when you got regeneration food. We haven't got the green suit, so we take a lot less damage from the anomalies, or biohazards if you will. Phew. And so that ends my little tutorial how to get in and out of the airport bridge, with a little bonus added to it. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. If you happen to enjoy this video, leave us a like, perhaps a sub. Anyways, we'll catch you in the next video. Bye bye.